Hi, everybody. I'm out at my garden today, and I'm going to do a garden update video for you today. So, as you can see, I have 4 raised beds, and back there's my garden shed. And I've started putting landscaping fabric around the edges because I am going to fence it in. So that's a project in progress. So let's go to this first bed and see what's in here. As you can see, there are 2 pretty good sized onions in there. And those are from last year. They actually wintered over and I left them. One of them's down now, as you can see, so he's ready to be picked. And I just may do that today. And the rest of the garden, over here on this side, those are butternut squashes. I had originally planted spaghetti squash seeds and they didn't come up. So I went to the garden center and picked some butternut squash seedlings, and those are doing great. And if you can see that row right there, the little right there, those are radishes. I don't know if you all know, but if you plant radishes among your squash, it will keep the squash bugs at bay. So that's why I've done that. I'm going to try to not make you guys dizzy. Hope it works. And so on this end, I did plant a row of bush green beans, but they did not come up. My thinking was by the time the squash got to be any kind of size and started vining, that the green beans would be done, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So let's take a step over to the second bed. Now in this second bed, I have garlic and onion, and they're doing great. Now last year, I had garlic and onion in the bed that I just went over with the squash in it. And you need to rotate them out because they're pretty heavy feeders. And so that's what I did. I moved the beds and they're doing fantastic. Now, in the Northeast where I am, we have to grow hardneck garlic. And they produce what's called garlic scapes. And as you can see, this is what a garlic scape is. It grows right out of the middle, and this pod right here on the end, excuse me, it's pretty buggy here today. This pod right here on the end has seed in it. And so what I do is I cut it off right down here, and that makes all of the growth go into the garlic head in the ground. They actually need to, excuse me, I didn't mean to stop the video there. I hit a button by accident. So, if you don't cut the garlic scapes, the garlic will put growth into the seed pod on the end of that scape. And so I want the garlic to put the growth into the head in the ground. So I'm going to cut those off, maybe today. I have somebody that I know who uses them in her cheese making, and people can use them. You can put them in stir fries and things like that, but I don't like them in that. I have taken them before and dehydrated them, ground them up, dehydrated them, and made some green garlic powder, which is really good. It's just like garlic powder. It's really, really good. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and I might do that today. Look at the onions. They're looking so good. I think I've got 60 cloves of garlic I planted. So I got 60 plants of garlic, and I think I have 100, maybe, I can't remember how many onions, but anyway, this is a year of garlic and a year of onions for me. And it's funny how some of them have they're huge. Like this one here on the corner is huge. And then there's another one in the middle. That one's huge too. For some reason, some of them are huge and others are just kind of small. But anyway, that's the garlic and onion bed. Now we move to the third bed, which is my tomato and green pepper bed. I only grow one tomato plant for myself. It's just me. And so I only need one. If I were going to can any tomatoes for the year, I would need more than that. But one for just fresh eating is fine. And as you can see, it's getting a little mud on it. So they're doing great. Now I did plant in both corners, I planted marigolds, but they didn't come up. Although, looking at this one today, I think I see some little shoots there. So that one might be a possibility. But this is a row of cucumbers. And that's the second planting. The first planting never came up, but the second one did. They're doing quite well. And then in here, I have my green pepper. Now this is a year's worth of green pepper for me. Let me put you over the edge of the fence so you can see. There's 18 pepper plants, and that's enough for a year for me, depending on how well the plants do. But I have to fence them in because the deer will decimate them if I don't. That's why I'm planning on putting a fence around my garden area, because the deer are just so prolific around here. So that's bed number 3. And then in this last bed, I have strawberries. This is year 2 for my strawberries, and they're doing okay. There's a lot of bare spots you can see. I had quite a few of them die this year. I don't know why. And they're kind of struggling this year. I almost feel like they need some fertilizer. I have fertilized, but maybe they need more. They're doing all right. Last year I had way more flower buds, but maybe it's going to take a little bit of time. I don't know. I will tell you that whatever strawberries I've gotten so far this year, they have been eaten. Something is eating them. I think it is either a skunk. Oop, excuse me, bug. It's either a skunk, a woodchuck, a raccoon is more likely, or a slug. And so, I don't know, I'm pretty discouraged about that. But I'm just going to keep on trucking, and they're doing pretty good. You can see there's quite a few strawberries on those. So the bees love the strawberry plants. So anyway, guys, that's my garden for the year, for this year. This is my June update. I'll keep you updated as time goes on. But so far, so good. It was a little rough getting started because we have a dry year this year. I don't know about you all, but we have a very dry year. And so that's why it kind of had a slow start. But in the past couple weeks, we've gotten quite a bit of rain, which I think helped tremendously. And so that's my beautiful garden this year. I'm really happy with it. I think I'll have enough butternut squash to feed the town. But that's my garden. I might take you along while I cut the scapes. We'll see. Okay, guys, here are the garlic scapes that I picked. Usually all of the garlic scapes come out at the same time for all of them. But this year, for some reason, some of them are way bigger than others. And so some of the smaller ones don't even have scapes yet. So they'll come later on. But for the most part, this is what I got for the year. Thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.